Welcome back to Rush Drive, your ultimate destination for everything automotive. I'm thrilled to have you here because today, we are diving into a topic that is extremely important for car enthusiasts and everyday drivers alike. We are going to explore the top 5 most affordable and comfortable cars you can buy right now. After 15 years of hands-on experience in the automotive world, I have seen countless vehicles come and go, and I've tested everything from high-end luxury sedans to budget-friendly hatchbacks. But comfort and affordability together are a rare combination. Today, I'm going to guide you through 5 cars that strike the perfect balance, offering you the best ride quality, smart features, and real-world usability without burning a hole in your pocket. Make sure to stick around till the end because we'll break down not just the specs, but why these cars genuinely deserve a spot on your list if comfort and value are your top priorities. Let's jump straight into our first pick. At number 5, we have a car that has quietly dominated the compact sedan segment for decades with a reputation that speaks for itself, the Toyota Corolla. For those of you who have been following the automotive world, the Corolla is a name that almost every driver knows. But what makes it remarkable, even today, is how Toyota has managed to evolve this compact sedan without losing the very essence that made it a global success: reliability, comfort, and daily usability. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Corolla, isn't that just a boring commuter car? Well, let me tell you, there's a lot more beneath the surface than most people give it credit for. Over my 15 years of reviewing cars, I've driven everything from sports coupes to luxury sedans, and the Corolla consistently surprises me with its balance. It's not flashy. It's not over the top. But it is thoughtful, practical, and most importantly, incredibly comfortable for everyday driving. Let's start with the price. The latest Corolla starts at around $24,000 for the base trim. That might sound like just another number, but when you consider the features you're getting, it's incredibly competitive. Many other compact sedans in this price range either compromise on interior quality, tech, or ride comfort, but the Corolla manages to deliver all three without breaking the bank. Under the hood, the Corolla offers a 1.8-liter inline-4 engine producing 139 horsepower. Now, don't expect it to launch like a sports car. This isn't its purpose. Instead, it provides smooth, linear acceleration that makes city driving effortless and highway cruising relaxed. The engine is paired with either a CVT automatic transmission or, if you're lucky to find a 6-speed manual in select trims, it's responsive and surprisingly engaging for a compact car. Fuel efficiency is excellent, which makes it an ideal choice for commuters, families, and anyone looking to save money at the pump. One of the Corolla's standout features, which I always emphasize in my reviews, is ride comfort. The suspension has been carefully tuned to absorb road imperfections without feeling floaty or disconnected from the road. Potholes, speed bumps, rough asphalt, none of it feels jarring. In fact, after spending a few hours behind the wheel, you'll realize your back isn't screaming, your shoulders aren't stiff, and your hands don't ache from steering vibrations. Toyota has clearly prioritized human comfort in its design philosophy. Now let's talk about the interior because comfort isn't just about suspension. Step inside the Corolla, and you immediately notice the ergonomics. The seats are supportive, with just the right amount of cushioning. Even in mid-level trims, you get adjustable lumbar support, which is a godsend for long drives. The layout of the dashboard is intuitive, with everything falling naturally under your hand's reach. The materials, while not luxury grade, are of high quality for this segment. Soft touch surfaces, thoughtful accents, and an overall clean design make the cabin feel modern and inviting. The Corolla also shines in technology and connectivity. You get a responsive touchscreen infotainment system that supports both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The screen is clear, the interface is intuitive, and the system rarely feels sluggish, which is impressive for a car at this price point. Climate controls are simple and effective, keeping the cabin comfortable even in the heat of summer or the chill of winter. And if safety is a concern, Toyota has loaded the Corolla with a suite of driver assistance features that are normally found in much higher-priced vehicles. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, all these systems work seamlessly to make driving less stressful and much safer. One of the things I particularly enjoy mentioning in my long-term reviews is the quietness of the cabin. The Corolla's engineers have done a fantastic job insulating the cabin from wind and road noise. Even at highway speeds, conversations are easy, music sounds crisp, and fatigue from constant engine or road noise is significantly reduced. This is one of those subtle features that you don't notice at first, but once you experience it, you'll never want to go back to a noisy car. For families, the Corolla is also practical. Rear seat passengers enjoy decent legroom and headroom, and the trunk offers sufficient space for groceries, luggage, or even weekend camping gear. Small details like cup holders, USB charging ports, and adjustable headrests add to the overall user-friendly experience. Now, from a driving experience perspective, the Corolla manages to strike a unique balance. It doesn't offer the thrill of a hot hatch, but it's remarkably composed. Cornering is stable, steering is precise enough to make driving enjoyable, and braking feels predictable and confident. In my experience, cars that prioritize comfort often sacrifice driver engagement, but the Corolla finds a sweet spot where you feel connected to the road without ever being uncomfortable. Another point I love to highlight in a cinematic review is the day-to-day usability. Picture this: you're commuting in stop-and-go traffic, your morning coffee in hand, the seat perfectly adjusted for your posture. The Corolla's smooth throttle response, comfortable seating, and quiet cabin make what could be a stressful commute actually pleasant. Or imagine a weekend road trip. Long stretches of highway, minimal noise, supportive seats, and reliable performance, the Corolla quietly makes every journey enjoyable without demanding attention. Even the exterior design deserves a mention. Toyota has evolved the Corolla's look into something sleek and modern. Sharp lines, a bold front grille, and well-proportioned dimensions give it a sense of presence without being ostentatious. It's a car that ages gracefully and appeals to a wide audience, whether you're a young professional, a small family, or someone who simply values practicality with style. In conclusion, the Toyota Corolla might not turn heads at a car meet, but it earns its place on this list of top affordable comfortable cars through sheer thoughtfulness. From price to performance, from seating comfort to tech features, and from interior quality to ride refinement, it delivers a complete package. If you're looking for a car that makes every drive easy, enjoyable, and stress-free, the Corolla is a solid, dependable choice that continues to live up to its legendary reputation. If you enjoyed this in-depth look at the Toyota Corolla and want to see more detailed reviews on the most practical, comfortable, and affordable cars out there, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Rush Drive family. Moving on to number 4, we have a vehicle that perfectly bridges the gap between everyday practicality and refined comfort without asking you to compromise on price or drivability: the Honda Civic. Now, the Civic is one of those cars that has quietly grown up over the years. It didn't happen overnight. Honda has refined it generation after generation, and today, the Civic stands as one of the most balanced and comfortable compact cars you can buy in its price range. For many drivers, the Civic represents a sweet spot. It offers a slightly larger cabin than most compact sedans, yet it remains easy to maneuver in tight city streets, crowded parking lots, and daily traffic. That combination alone makes it extremely appealing to a wide range of buyers, from young professionals to small families, and even longtime drivers who simply want a car that feels right in every situation. Let's start with the pricing, because this is where the Civic really begins to make sense. The latest Honda Civic starts at around $25,000. In today's market, that is a very strong value, especially when you consider the build quality, long-term reliability, and the level of refinement Honda delivers. Over my 15 years of reviewing cars, I've learned that value isn't just about the sticker price. It's about how the car feels after months and years of ownership, and the Civic consistently scores high in that department. Under the hood, Honda gives you two solid engine options. The standard engine is a 2.0-liter naturally aspirated inline-4 producing 158 horsepower. This engine is smooth, reliable, and perfectly suited for everyday driving. It's responsive in city traffic, confident on the highway, and incredibly easy to live with. For those who want a bit more excitement, there's also a turbocharged 1.5-liter engine delivering around 180 horsepower. This option transforms the Civic into a car that feels noticeably more energetic, especially during overtaking or highway merging, without sacrificing comfort or fuel efficiency. What truly sets the Civic apart, though, is the balance it strikes. Honda has always been excellent at tuning suspension systems, and the Civic is a prime example of that expertise. The suspension absorbs bumps, rough pavement, and uneven roads with ease, yet it never feels soft or disconnected. There's a sense of control and stability that inspires confidence, whether you're cruising at highway speeds or navigating winding roads. This balance between comfort and responsiveness is something many cars struggle to achieve, but the Civic nails it. Now let's talk about seating comfort, because this is where the Civic really shines for long drives. The seats are deeply cushioned and ergonomically designed, offering excellent support for your back, shoulders, and thighs. Even after hours behind the wheel, you don't feel fatigued, and that's something I always pay close attention to as a reviewer. The driving position is natural, visibility is excellent, and the steering wheel and pedals are perfectly aligned, making the Civic feel immediately comfortable from the moment you sit down. The interior quality is another area where the Civic punches above its weight. Honda has moved toward a cleaner, more minimalist design, and it works beautifully. The materials feel solid and well assembled, with soft touch surfaces where it matters most. Even in lower trims, nothing feels cheap or poorly thought out. The cabin has a premium vibe that you wouldn't expect at this price point, and that contributes significantly to the overall comfort experience. One thing that often goes unnoticed but makes a huge difference is cabin quietness. The Honda Civic does an excellent job of isolating road noise, wind noise, and engine vibrations. At highway speeds, the cabin remains calm and composed, allowing you to enjoy your music, have conversations with passengers, or simply relax during long journeys. This level of noise insulation plays a big role in reducing driver fatigue, and it's one of the reasons the Civic feels so refined. When it comes to technology, Honda keeps things intuitive and user-friendly. You get a crisp touchscreen infotainment system with seamless smartphone integration, including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The interface is responsive, easy to navigate, and doesn't overwhelm you with unnecessary complexity. Higher trims offer a digital instrument cluster that provides clear, customizable driving information, adding a modern touch to the cabin without distracting from the driving experience. Safety is another strong point. The Civic comes equipped with a comprehensive suite of driver assistance features that genuinely enhance comfort and peace of mind. Adaptive cruise control makes highway driving effortless. Lane keeping assist helps reduce fatigue on long trips. Automatic emergency braking and collision mitigation systems work quietly in the background, ready to step in when needed. These features don't just make the Civic safer, they make it less stressful to drive, especially in heavy traffic or on long commutes. From a real-world driving perspective, the Civic feels incredibly polished. Steering is light but precise, making city driving easy and parking stress-free. On the highway, the car feels planted and stable, with enough power to cruise comfortably at higher speeds. Fuel efficiency is another bonus, keeping running costs low and reinforcing the Civic's reputation as a smart long-term investment. Practicality hasn't been overlooked either. Rear seat passengers enjoy generous legroom and headroom for a compact sedan, and the trunk offers ample space for groceries, luggage, or weekend gear. Small thoughtful touches, like multiple cup holders, storage compartments, and charging ports, add to the everyday usability of the car. Even the exterior design deserves recognition. The current Civic looks mature, sleek, and well-proportioned. It doesn't scream for attention, but it has a confident presence on the road. Clean lines, a wide stance, and subtle styling details give it a timeless appeal that will age well over the years. In the end, the Honda Civic proves that comfort doesn't have to come with a luxury badge or an inflated price tag. It delivers a refined ride, a well-crafted interior, reliable performance, and advanced technology in a package that's accessible to a wide audience. For anyone looking for everyday luxury on a realistic budget, the Civic remains one of the smartest and most comfortable choices in its class. At number 3 on our list of the top 5 most affordable and comfortable cars, we come to a vehicle that strikes an incredible balance between refined driving dynamics and everyday comfort, the Mazda 3 hatchback. Now, when you hear Mazda talked about in automotive circles, it's often with words like fun to drive, premium feel, or driver-focused. What's remarkable is how Mazda has managed to bring those qualities into a compact hatchback that's still affordable and, importantly, genuinely comfortable for daily life. Over my 15 years of reviewing cars, very few models have surprised me as much as the Mazda 3. It's one of those rare vehicles that feels cohesive in every area. Performance, comfort, design, tech, interior quality, all of it works together seamlessly. If you're someone who wants a car that's not just a tool, but a joy to live with, the Mazda 3 deserves serious attention. Let's start with the basics. Price. The Mazda 3 hatchback begins in the low 20s, around $23,000 for the base trim. In a market where compact car prices have crept up significantly over the years, that's still a very compelling entry point. But what you get for that price isn't just a compact car, it's a compact car that feels a class above. Under the hood, Mazda offers two engine choices. The standard is a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine producing about 155 horsepower. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot on paper, but here's where Mazda's engineering shines. The power delivery is smooth, linear, and it's matched to a transmission that always feels eager to respond. For those who want a little more punch, there's an optional 2.5-liter four-cylinder putting out around 186 horsepower. This larger engine gives the Mazda 3 a livelier character, and combined with Mazda's suspension tuning, it makes the car genuinely fun to drive, without detracting from everyday comfort. But let's talk about ride quality, because this is where the Mazda 3 really stands out. On paper, you might expect a sporty compact car to have a firm suspension and a stiff ride. That's not the case here. Mazda engineers have done something quite remarkable. They've managed to tune the suspension so that the car feels confident and composed on twisty roads, yet incredibly supple and comfortable over bumps, cracks, and imperfections in real-world pavement. Whether you're driving through city streets or onto the highway, the Mazda 3 feels stable and controlled without ever feeling jarring or unsettled. And this comfort doesn't only come from the suspension. Step inside, and you immediately notice something many competitors miss: attention to cabin refinement. Mazda 3's interior is one of the most premium in its class, even compared to vehicles costing significantly more. The materials feel high quality, with soft surfaces where it counts, elegant trim pieces, and a design that feels purposeful rather than mundane. The seats themselves are beautifully shaped, with supportive bolstering that feels just right for long trips. The cushioning strikes a sweet spot, not too soft, not too firm, and that makes all the difference during extended drives. After a couple of hours behind the wheel, you'll notice your body feels relaxed, not fatigued. One of the most impressive aspects of Mazda 3's interior is its noise insulation. At highway speeds, the cabin remains remarkably calm and quiet. Wind noise is kept to a minimum, and road noise is dampened effectively. This quiet environment makes long journeys feel less taxing, and honestly, it elevates the entire driving experience. Another benefit of Mazda's thoughtful design is visibility. The cabin layout provides excellent sightlines all around, making city driving, lane changes, and parking much easier. You don't have to guess where your car ends. You can see it, you can feel it, and it gives you confidence behind the wheel. Now let's talk technology, because Mazda doesn't just do comfort, it does smart comfort. The Mazda 3 comes with a beautifully integrated infotainment system that's both intuitive and visually appealing. The screen is bright, the menus are easy to navigate, and connectivity features like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, meaning you stay connected without distraction. Higher trims bring features like premium audio systems that make your favorite music sound rich and detailed, adding another layer to that refined feel. From a driver assistance perspective, Mazda has equipped the Mazda 3 with a suite of technologies designed to keep you safe and less stressed on the road. Adaptive Cruise Control, a feature you'd usually expect only in pricier vehicles, comes in handy during highway travel, allowing the car to maintain distance from vehicles ahead without constant pedal adjustments. Lane Keeping Assist helps keep the car centered, making long highway segments feel almost effortless. Forward collision warning and automatic emergency braking work smoothly in the background, providing protection without feeling intrusive. Now, let's talk about this car from the perspective of a daily driver, because comfort isn't just about how it feels on paper, it's about how it feels every single day. Traffic starts, rainy mornings, long commutes, weekend road trips, the Mazda 3 handles all of it with an ease that genuinely surprises you. In city traffic, the steering is light yet precise, and the suspension absorbs bumps with a confidence many compact cars struggle with. On highway drives, the car feels balanced and calm, and you'll find yourself cruising along relaxed and comfortable. One of my favorite things about the Mazda 3 is that it doesn't force you to choose between comfort and driving engagement. Too often, cars that handle beautifully sacrifice comfort, and those that focus on comfort sacrifice driving dynamics. The Mazda 3 strikes a rare balance. It's composed, confident, and precise when you want it to be, yet smooth, calming, and almost luxurious when comfort is the priority. The hatchback configuration also adds a level of practicality that can't be overlooked. The cargo space is generous for the segment, and the shape makes it easy to load gear, luggage, groceries, or anything you need for daily life or weekend plans. Rear seats fold down flat, expanding the utility even further. This makes the Mazda 3 hatch not just a car that's comfortable to sit in, it's a car that's genuinely useful in real life. And finally, let's talk design, both inside and out. Mazda has taken a refined design philosophy and applied it with consistency. The exterior is sleek, elegant, and modern, with lines that flow in a way that feels organic and intentional. It doesn't shout for attention, but it earns it. It's a look that feels sophisticated, timeless, and confident. Inside, the cabin design reflects that same philosophy. Clean lines, purposeful button placement, a driver-centric cockpit, everything feels intentional and refined. There's a sense of quality here that competes with cars twice the price. After 15 years behind the wheel of countless vehicles, I can honestly say the Mazda 3 hatchback is one of those rare cars that doesn't just meet expectations, it exceeds them. It offers comfort that truly matters, refinement that's noticeable every day, driving dynamics that are engaging yet composed, and a sense of quality that makes you feel proud to own it. In a class where many cars feel generic or compromised, the Mazda 3 stands out as a cohesive, thoughtful, and genuinely pleasurable choice. That's why it earns the number 3 spot on our list of the top 5 most affordable, most comfortable cars you can buy today. If comfort, refinement, practicality, and fun to drive nature all matter to you, and you don't want to empty your wallet to get it, the Mazda 3 hatchback is one of the smartest, most fulfilling choices out there. Now, coming in at number 2, we have a car that, in my experience, is one of the most underrated comfort champions in the affordable segment, and without exaggeration, it might be the ultimate choice for families and anyone who places comfort at the very top of their priority list, the Hyundai Sonata. The Sonata is a perfect example of how far Hyundai has come over the years. I still remember driving earlier generations that were decent but forgettable. Fast forward to today, and the Sonata has transformed into a genuinely refined, stylish, and comfort-focused sedan that competes with cars costing significantly more. This isn't just an improvement, it's a complete evolution. Let's start with the price, because this is where the Sonata immediately grabs your attention. Base models start at around $25,000, and considering the size, comfort, technology, and overall refinement you're getting, that number almost feels unreal. In today's market, where prices are climbing across the board, the Sonata manages to deliver exceptional value without cutting corners where it matters most. Under the hood, Hyundai equips the Sonata with a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine producing 191 horsepower. This engine is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, and I can confidently say this is one of the smoothest gearboxes you'll find in this price category. Gear changes are seamless, power delivery is linear, and the car never feels strained, whether you're driving in the city or cruising on the highway. It's not designed to be sporty, and that's a good thing. The Sonata's powertrain is tuned for comfort, calmness, and effortless driving, which is exactly what most buyers in this segment are looking for. What truly sets the Sonata apart, however, is the ride quality. Hyundai has clearly tuned the suspension with comfort as the primary goal. Rough roads, uneven pavement, expansion joints, and speed bumps are handled with grace. The car glides over imperfections instead of reacting harshly to them. On long highway drives, the Sonata feels planted, stable, and incredibly composed, which significantly reduces driver fatigue. Now let's step inside, because this is where the Sonata really begins to feel special. The interior space is generous in every direction. Front passengers enjoy excellent headroom and legroom, while rear seat passengers are treated to space that rivals some entry-level luxury sedans. This makes the Sonata an excellent choice for families, ride-sharing, or anyone who regularly travels with passengers. The seats deserve special mention. They are wide, well-cushioned, and supportive, designed to keep you comfortable even after hours behind the wheel. Hyundai has done an excellent job with seat ergonomics, ensuring proper posture support and pressure distribution. Long road trips feel effortless, and even daily commutes become noticeably more relaxing. One of the most impressive aspects of the Sonata's interior is noise insulation. Hyundai has clearly invested heavily in sound-deadening materials, and it shows. Wind noise is minimal, road noise is well controlled, and engine sounds rarely intrude into the cabin. At highway speeds, the interior remains calm and quiet, creating an almost lounge-like atmosphere. This level of refinement plays a massive role in why the Sonata feels so comfortable and upscale. The cabin layout is intuitive and user-friendly. Controls are logically placed, buttons feel solid, and everything is within easy reach of the driver. There's no learning curve here. You sit down, adjust your seat, and everything just makes sense. This ease of use contributes greatly to the overall comfort experience. Technology is another area where the Sonata shines. The large infotainment screen is bright, sharp, and responsive. Smartphone integration is seamless, and wireless phone charging adds everyday convenience. Multiple USB ports ensure that everyone stays connected, which is especially important for families or long trips. Hyundai understands modern drivers, and it shows in how well the tech integrates into daily life without feeling overwhelming. Safety and driver assistance features are extensive and genuinely useful. Blind spot monitoring keeps you aware of your surroundings. Lane follow assist helps reduce fatigue during long highway drives. Forward collision mitigation works quietly in the background, ready to intervene if needed. These systems don't feel intrusive, instead, they work smoothly to make driving less stressful and more relaxed. From a real-world driving perspective, the Sonata excels at what it's designed to do. Steering is light and predictable, making city driving easy and parking effortless despite the car's larger size. On the highway, the Sonata feels confident and stable, with enough power to overtake comfortably and cruise effortlessly for hours on end. Fuel efficiency is another strong point. For a midsize sedan with this level of comfort and space, the Sonata delivers impressive efficiency, keeping ownership costs reasonable over the long term. This makes it not only comfortable but also practical and economical. The exterior design deserves attention as well. Hyundai has taken a bold approach with the Sonata's styling, and it works. Sleek lines, a wide stance, and distinctive lighting elements give the car a modern, premium look. It stands out without being flashy, elegant without being boring. It's the kind of design that ages well and appeals to a broad audience. In the end, the Hyundai Sonata represents everything a comfort-focused, affordable sedan should be. It offers space, refinement, technology, and ride quality that genuinely make everyday driving more enjoyable. Whether you're a family looking for a reliable and comfortable daily car, a commuter who values peace and quiet, or someone who simply wants a touch of luxury without the luxury price tag, the Sonata delivers on all fronts. That's why it earns its place at number 2 on this list. It doesn't just meet expectations, it exceeds them, proving that comfort, affordability, and modern design can coexist in one well-rounded package. And finally, coming in at number 1, we have a car that, in my professional opinion, delivers the most complete package of comfort, affordability, design, and everyday usability in this entire list. This is the car that consistently impresses me every time I get behind the wheel, and it's the one I confidently recommend to the widest range of buyers. The number 1 most affordable and comfortable car on this list is the Kia K5. Formerly known as the Optima, the Kia K5 represents a bold new chapter for Kia, and it's a chapter they absolutely nailed. Over the past decade, I've watched Kia transform from a budget-focused brand into a serious competitor capable of delivering near-luxury experiences at mainstream prices. The K5 is the clearest example of that evolution. Let's start with pricing, because this is where the K5 immediately stands out. Depending on the trim, the Kia K5 typically starts in the mid-$20,000 range. When you look at what you're getting for that money, the value proposition is outstanding. This is a midsize sedan with premium-level comfort, modern technology, bold styling, and a refined driving experience, all without crossing into luxury car pricing. Under the hood, Kia offers 2 excellent engine options. The standard engine is a 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder producing around 180 horsepower. This engine is smooth, responsive, and perfectly tuned for everyday driving. It provides confident acceleration when you need it, especially during highway merges or overtaking, while remaining quiet and efficient during relaxed cruising. For those who want a bit more power, there's also a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine producing around 191 horsepower. This option delivers a slightly more linear power delivery and feels effortless on longer drives. Both engines are paired with well-tuned automatic transmissions that shift smoothly and predictably, reinforcing the K5's comfort-focused character. But straight-line performance is not what makes the Kia K5 special. What truly earns it the top spot is how it feels to live with every single day. The ride quality is exceptional for this class. Kia has clearly prioritized comfort when tuning the suspension. Rough city roads, uneven pavement, potholes, and highway expansion joints are absorbed with confidence and composure. The car feels planted without being stiff, soft without being floaty. This balance is incredibly difficult to achieve, yet the K5 manages it beautifully. On long highway drives, the K5 is calm, stable, and reassuring. The steering is light and relaxed, which reduces fatigue, while still being precise enough to inspire confidence. This is the kind of car you can drive for hours and step out feeling refreshed, not drained. Now let's talk about the interior, because this is where the Kia K5 truly separates itself from the competition. Step inside, and you're immediately greeted by a cabin that feels far more expensive than the price tag suggests. The design is modern, driver-focused, and thoughtfully laid out. Materials feel solid and well assembled, with soft touch surfaces, tasteful trim accents, and a level of fit and finish that rivals entry-level luxury sedans. The seats deserve special attention. They are wide, deeply cushioned, and incredibly supportive. Kia has clearly invested time into seat ergonomics, and it shows. Whether you're commuting daily or heading out on a long road trip, the seats provide excellent support for your back, thighs, and shoulders. Higher trims offer heated and ventilated seats, which is an absolute luxury at this price point and a massive plus for comfort in extreme weather. Rear seat passengers are equally well treated. Legroom is generous, headroom is ample, and the overall sense of space makes the K5 an excellent family car. Adults can sit comfortably in the back for long journeys without feeling cramped, which is something not all midsize sedans can claim. One of the most impressive aspects of the K5's cabin is noise insulation. Kia has done an outstanding job reducing road noise, wind noise, and engine vibrations. At highway speeds, the cabin remains quiet and serene, allowing you to enjoy music, podcasts, or simple conversation without raising your voice. This quietness plays a huge role in making the K5 feel genuinely premium and exceptionally comfortable. The technology experience is another major highlight. The large infotainment display is bright, responsive, and easy to use. Smartphone integration is seamless, and the system reacts quickly to inputs without lag. Wireless charging, multiple USB ports, and digital displays add everyday convenience that modern drivers expect. Higher trims offer features like ambient interior lighting, a digital instrument cluster, and even a head-up display, features that were once exclusive to luxury brands. Kia hasn't just added tech for the sake of it, everything feels well integrated and user-friendly. Safety and driver assistance systems are comprehensive and refined. Blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, and forward collision avoidance systems work smoothly in the background. They don't feel intrusive or overly sensitive. Instead, they quietly support the driver, making long drives and heavy traffic far less stressful. From a real-world usability standpoint, the Kia K5 excels. City driving is easy thanks to good visibility and light steering. Parking is stress-free with available sensors and camera systems. Highway driving is relaxed and confidence-inspiring. Fuel efficiency is strong for a car of this size, keeping running costs reasonable over time. The trunk space is generous, easily accommodating luggage, groceries, or weekend gear. Practical storage areas throughout the cabin, including cup holders and door pockets, make daily life easier and more organized. Now let's talk about design, because the K5 is one of the most striking cars in this segment. Kia took a bold approach, and it paid off. The exterior features sharp lines, a wide stance, aggressive lighting elements, and a sporty yet elegant profile. It looks modern, confident, and upscale without being flashy or overdone. This is a car that turns heads not because it's loud, but because it's well designed. It looks just as good parked in a driveway as it does cruising down the highway. Importantly, the design also feels timeless enough that it won't look outdated after a few years. After 15 years of reviewing cars, I've learned that the best vehicles aren't always the most powerful or the most expensive. They're the ones that quietly make your daily life better. The Kia K5 does exactly that. It delivers comfort where it matters, technology where it's useful, design that feels special, and value that's hard to ignore. That's why the Kia K5 earns the #1 spot on this list. It's not just affordable. It's not just comfortable. It's complete. For families, commuters, and anyone who wants a refined driving experience without luxury pricing, the K5 stands at the top of its class. And that wraps up our list of the top 5 most affordable comfortable cars. If this breakdown helped you or gave you clarity on your next car purchase, make sure to support the channel. Subscribe to Rush Drive for more in-depth, honest, and professional car reviews from a real-world perspective. Like the video, share it with someone who's car shopping, and let me know in the comments which car surprised you the most or what you want reviewed next. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thank you for watching Rush Drive. Drive safe, enjoy the journey, and I'll see you in the next one.